We have 2 ears and one mouth so that we may listen twice as much as we speak. A quote by Thomas Edison. Greetings of the day, dear all. I am Ms. Sarika Joshi, Assistant Professor at AISSMS College of Hotel Management and Catering Technology. Welcome you to my session on listening skills. Listening comes first when it comes to communication, even before speaking, reading, or writing. Well, if listening is of that importance, I would really urge you all to listen to this video today. The objectives of today's session will be to understand what is listening, to study the process of listening, and to know the various types of listening. Let's first understand what is listening. Listening, does that mean hearing? Does that involve efforts? When do we need to listen? All the questions would be answered in the upcoming slides. Well, we have been commonly understood that listening and hearing are both the same. But it's not the same. These are two different aspects which we can understand with the help of difference between listening and hearing. First point in hearing is that it is accidental. That means it is biological. When the sound waves fall on our eardrum, it gives a signal to our brain and we get to hear something. However, when it comes to listening, it involves focus on the part of the listener. Hearing is involuntary. It involves only the physical involvement. However, listening is voluntary and it involves physical as well as mental involvement to understand the message well. Hearing goes effortless. So, there is some kind of a noise which is continuously present in our environment. It can be as simple as chirping of birds, something that falls onto our ear, a bell ring maybe, or a noise of a vehicle in the adjoining surrounding. However, when it comes to listening, it is an intentional activity wherein the listener puts in some efforts to listen to something. Could it be a motivational speech or a simple song? The definition of listening says that, as per Oxford Dictionary, is to listen is to give attention to sound or action. When listening, one is hearing what others are saying and trying to understand what it means. The act of listening involves complex cognitive and behavioral process. From the definition, we can make out that listening is definitely something more to hearing. So let's see the stages of listening. From this diagram, you can very well make out that there are 5 stages to listening. The first stage is receiving. We also call it as hearing, wherein, as mentioned earlier, the sound waves fall onto your eardrum and we get to hear something. The other activities, which is understanding, remembering and evaluating, are associated with the brain once the signal are sent to the brain, and we can make some meaning out of what we have listened to, which we give in the form of the final stage, which is nothing but the feedback. However, to note that the feedback can be verbal or it can be non-verbal. Let's see these stages in details in this particular slide. As we said, the first stage is receiving. We also call it as hearing. It's the intentional focus on hearing a speaker's message. So we are giving it an intention to hear something. Followed by that comes understanding, wherein we make an attempt to learn the meaning of the message. The way we understand others is also at times influenced by our perceptions and experiences. So when two people are listening to something, their understanding may vary from one person to other because they have different experiences, they have different beliefs, they have different perceptions towards it. The next in sequence comes remembering. Though we can't remember all that we hear, here it begins with listening, of course. One should listen effectively to remember the message well. Followed by remembering is evaluating. Evaluating, or we also call it as judging, of the same message may also vary widely from one listener to another, as here again it is individually affected by the perception, the attitude, the behavior and the mood of that particular person. So one message is evaluated in two different ways by different people. The last comes in the stage is responding. It's also referred as feedback and is also the final stage of listening process. At this stage, it indicates your involvement. So if I listen to some instructions, I will behave in that particular way which gives the feedback that I am following a particular instruction. So it may be formative or it may be a summative feedback. Continuing with the session, we are now going to see different types of listening. As you can see, the list involves different names as discriminative, comprehension, evaluative, critical, biased, appreciative, sympathetic, empathetic, therapeutic, and relationship listening. We are going to see them in detail one by one. First comes is the basic form of listening, which is discriminative listening. You must be wondering, with so many given types of listening, is that so complex a procedure? No, it's not. It is something that we follow day in and out. With the help of this theory or a video, we are actually trying to give them some typical technical names to derive some meaning out of it. So as I said, discriminative is the basic form of listening. In this type, we typically identify different types of sounds within the language. This actually happens or begins at the time when we are in the womb of our mother and when we are trying to discriminate between different noise or different sounds around which surrounds us or which are present in our environment. Only after this discrimination is possible or this identification of different sounds is possible, we can react to them or we react emotionally or through our body language. Comprehension listening is the next state once we understand what is discriminative listening. It is also called as content listening or full listening. To comprehend, that means once whatever we have listened, we need the knowledge of the language, which is comprising of its vocabulary, grammar and syntax, to understand or apply a meaning to what we have listened to. So suppose I am listening to this particular content just now, and if I do not understand the basic construction sentences of English language, I may not be able to give any meaning to whatever I am listening now. So here it's mentioned that the knowledge about language is very important. It's not only the verbal knowledge but is also true in the context of the body language, which we call it as non-verbal communication. So if we actually want to know what the other person is trying to say, it is important to know his or her body language, which is nothing but the signals indicated by that person whether he is understanding or not. So comprehension listening is actually the extraction of all the key facts from the entire information, from the entire set of data that you have listened to, from the long spiel that you have listened to, and then coming to some kind of a conclusion to give some meaning to the content. Next comes is evaluative listening. Now as we go ahead in the different types of listening, this is even more critical, as evaluative listening is based on the judgments about what the other person is saying. Here the involvement of the listener is very active and important, because it is relevant when the other person is trying to influence us with whatever he or she is trying to say. He is either trying to impress us, he is either trying to convince us, and we at the end of the listening are supposed to evaluate that particular person. However, because we are human beings and because we change our behavioral pattern often, it depends on our beliefs, our values, our principles, the way we are born and brought up, that we typically do a evaluative or a judgmental type of listening. This also definitely comes with the kind of experience that the listener has. Going ahead, critical listening. As the name itself suggests, this type of listening is done in order to form a particular opinion, to judge or to evaluate. The best examples to quote here is a judge in the court who gives the decision after listening to both the parties. Or for that matter, an evaluator who is listening to a live music show and is going to judge the singers based on certain parameters. So here the judge has to do a critical kind of a listening. He or she is also supposed to comment at the end of the listening. So it requires a significant cognitive efforts, mental efforts on the part of the listener, so as to listen very carefully, minutely observe each and every aspect of the content, and then give your judgment, or then evaluate, or then particularly form an opinion about the speaker. So here the involvement of listener is in depth. Going ahead is a biased kind of a listening. It generally happens when a person hears only what they want to hear. A typical scenario in a household when a parent is trying to say something to their child, however, the child very smartly would listen to only the content what interests him or her. This also happens in informal content wherein an involvement of a boss or a subordinate is there, and a biased listening at times happen when the boss wants to listen only the required content. The rest is not been interested. The misinterpretation happens at this point when bias attitude is shown towards the speaker from the listener, because he is trying to be judgmental, he is trying to be listening or taking only a bit or a part of what is being heard or listened to. So this typically is not a very good practice of listening. Going ahead, the very important and commonly followed one is an appreciative listening. Who would not like to get appreciated? But here we are not appreciating the person itself, but any kind of an information that we are hearing. This appreciation can be for a kind of an enjoyment that you do. So to quote an example here, as you can see in the adjoining image, a person is listening to a music and that's an enjoyment for her. She is listening to it thoroughly from the bottom of her heart and trying to enjoy every bit or every part of that music or that song. So here it's for enjoyment. So probably when you listen to a motivational speak from your favorite speaker, or say a song, or probably a stand-up comedy here, and you try and applaud, okay, or you try and give some kind of an positive comments, here it goes in for an appreciative listening. And we all at some point of time do get involved in appreciative listening, either consciously or subconsciously. Very important word that you must have heard is sympathy. The sympathetic listening is derived from that which we typically do in our day-to-day relations when we mingle with our near and dear ones, with our relatives, with our friends, etc. We listen as we care about the other person. This kind of sympathetic listening is done to show the concern about that person when we are trying to pay a very close attention to what he or she is trying to say. Typically, it is done in case of negative emotions when somebody is trying to express a sorrow or something wrong has happened, and that we are trying to give it a ear so that the next person can vent out and we can help listening to that person. Remember students, sympathetic listening is very important because the person who is getting heard gets a feeling that he has been looked after, he has been taken care, and it also helps the person to get over to that negative emotion. Empathetic listening, on the other hand, is one step forward to sympathetic listening. It is beyond sympathy. It is when a truer understanding of the speaker is done by the listener. It's like when we say that we are trying to keep oneself in others' shoes. However, this requires lot of experience and excellent attention to the emotions of the speaker. So here in this type of listening, you are not only trying to listen but also trying to extend your help towards the speaker. The next in line is therapeutic listening. In today's scenario of stressful conditions, wherein stress is all over, therapy is something that heals the emotion or the people, and therapeutic listening is typically followed by therapists, by counselors, by doctors, etc. So how it exactly works? It works wherein when we help the speaker understand, not only understand but bring some kind of a change or develop some kind of a change in that person. To help the speaker cure themselves. So cure word is important here when we think of therapeutic listening. It is suitable in some kind of work situations or also in some kind of social situations wherein the role of counselor comes into a picture. So this is a therapeutic listening which involves a lot of experience from the part of the listener. The last one in the line is relationship listening, which all of us follow in our day-to-day life. It is done in order to develop our relations with the other people or to maintain or sustain our relationships. And it is important in areas such as negotiation skills and marketing skills, wherein marketing people are trying to maintain the relations with the customer, wherein they are trying to negotiate, they are trying to sell their service or product and convince the customer, and the customer is about to listen to the content of what the marketing person is saying. Also, it works vice versa when a customer is trying to explain his or her demands or kind of requests and complaints. It becomes an important part on the part of the marketing people to listen to the customer, and that's where the relationship listening comes into picture. So I hope with the help of this video, with this presentation, you were able to understand the meaning of listening, its importance, and the various types of listening which are followed in formal as well as informal forums. The references that I have used for this particular presentation are given here, which are for the images as well as some of the contents that I have picked up from these references. So thank you for listening to this content. There is a quiz link given in the description box to help you get more information on listening skills. I shall come up with my second video on listening skills, which will help you with barriers of listening and how to improve listening skills. Till then, thank you so much.